Been a pretty roller coaster ride, if you like, for Sheffield Wednesday over the last couple of years. That incredible promotion through the playoffs, the sacking of Darren Moore, and then Xisco Munoz. Danny Rohl has come in. Things have turned around completely on the pitch as well. He's done a fantastic job, Danny Rohl, since coming here, but this week has been another one for him to handle difficult conversations off the field.
Yeah, I think he could do without that. I think they're going along nicely Wednesday. Listen, if somebody had said there'd been 4 points off the playoffs at this stage of the season, most people would have laughed at you. He's got great belief in the squad. They all respect him, his staff. You know, they work tirelessly, and I've got to say that, you know, they really have overachieved in my eyes, and you didn't really need the chairman this week having a forum to say what he says. And I mean, just for me, just keep your nose out and let Danny Rohl get on with it. You know, you've got a chance of the playoffs here, and if Danny Rohl probably was identifying 3 or 4 players, obviously it doesn't look like he's going to get anybody. But what an opportunity for Sheffield Wednesday. You can see why Wednesday fans are a little bit upset, and a lot of them are going to try and protest a bit. You can understand that.
Yeah, it looks like there will be a fan protest here from the Sheffield Wednesday fans. There was a fans forum earlier this week. The owner, Dejphon Chansiri, talking to fans at the forum, basically telling them, well, if you want me to sell the club, go and find me a buyer. Clearly that will strain the relationship ahead of such an important fixture.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if there is a buyer, how he reacts if there is somebody who actually comes in and talks money and says, yes, I do want to take Sheffield Wednesday on. It's a great club to take on, great fan base, you know, great history. And I'd love somebody to buy the club, because I think Chansiri, yes, thank you for what he's done in a way, but to go to the next level, I don't think he's got it. So for me, I hope he does sell it.
Danny, with the manner in that defeat, you must be bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, I think it described not 100% the picture of the game. Between the 2 conceded goals, the first and the second one, I think we showed a proper team performance. I think, of course, Leeds had some good moments in the game. But I felt as well, we were always in the game, always dangerous, good transition moments. I think in the first half we had a time in the game where we dominate Leeds at home. I think that was good to see. But to take something, you have to reduce this 10 minutes from the game, then you have a chance. But all in all, yeah, big credit to my team after the conceded goal early in the game. They never, drop down. They try and keep going, and yeah, all in all, a good game, I think, from both teams. At the end, of course, when you lose 3-0, you are not happy.
You talk about the early goal. Did it take your side maybe a bit of time just to settle into the contest?
Yeah, I think I spoke before the game about game management, and it's exactly then not the game management what I expect from my team. It was a little bit too easy. A little bit a long ball between the gaps. We stayed too open there in the middle. And then a rebound ball, second ball, where we conceded the goal. Yeah, this is not what I want to see from my team. But then I thought a lot of good things, what we want to do. We adapt in the halftime a little bit our pressing. It works well. The players tried. Yeah, but then in the final moment, I think was a situation in the second half where we break really the last line, but then we couldn't find a teammate, yeah, and this is maybe then the difference between us and Leeds.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you can't fault your side's effort and application. Were you just beaten by clinical finishing?
Yeah, and I think in this top level, and Leeds is the top team of the league, you need exactly these moments where you have to be clinical. Yeah, all in all, a big credit to our fans. I think they recognize what we did today. They were always behind us, and it was a good picture. This togetherness what we need. And now we have 19 games. Let's see what we can do in the following games. It will be again a tough one, but if we continue this performance over 90 minutes against the other teams, then I'm still positive that we can take points.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you so much.
You were mentioning a few moments ago the need for the owner of Sheffield Wednesday, Dejphon Chansiri, to improve on this squad. I think all of the fans here, we saw protests over his ownership a little bit earlier on, would be keen to see Danny Rohl supported. Is that really where their season lies now?
Yeah, and you've got to think Danny Rohl's an outstanding manager. What he's done at Sheffield Wednesday is remarkable, I've got to say. So, you know, to keep hold of him, you've got to show promise, and you've got to show that, yeah, we do want to compete, we do want to be in the playoffs, and that's by signing a few players, which you need, which we saw today. They do need a couple of players. Now, if they do that, and he backs him, I don't think Danny Rohl would leave. But the way it's going, they'll do well. If he doesn't sell the club, they'll do well to keep hold of the manager.
Do you agree with that, Stuart? Do you think they risk losing their manager if they don't support him?
For sure, yeah. I think he's got to look at it today. The owner's got to look at it today and think, do you know what, we're not far off it. A bit of investment, they can creep into that top 6 for sure. He's a fantastic manager. You've seen today how he changed the formation quite quickly. He went 55th minute or something. He went to 3 at the back or 5 at the back. So he's a very, very good manager, and for sure, if they don't back him, they risk losing him.